Hi everyone, Ashlyn Hughes, a YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about hyperhidrosis. It's been a little while since I've done a video in this room, so it feels kind of funny, but I'm glad to be back in here instead of my living room because I'm in there a lot with my son. He's playing in my room right now, but we usually have him in the living room because of course that's where all his toys are, but nonetheless. I'm going to talk about hyperhidrosis today, and the reason why is because my hands are always sweaty. So as you can see in the light, kind of, I have shine at the tip of my fingertips, and kind of you can see in my palm. And I always thought I blamed it on my hypoglycemia because I have hypoglycemia. And in my other video, my previous video, I talk about how my hypoglycemia and my symptoms of it and all that. So I thought it was just that. Um, they also, my hands and my feet seem to sweat worse when I'm nervous. And so I never knew what it was until a friend from middle school, we were catching up on everything and we decided to hang out one time. And they said, "Hey, how your hands sweat?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I kind of laughed. And they said, "Well, my hands have always done that too." And I found out what it is. And I said, "What is it?" And they said, "It's hyperhidrosis." So I looked it up, and the symptoms are exactly what happens to me. It's just excessive sweat, and you can't help it. And there is no exact treatment for it. I mean, if you get it in your armpits and stuff like that, they tell you to wear just extra deodorant and bathe, um, do extra bathing and stuff like that. But if it's on your hands and your feet, I mean, yeah, you can wash your hands and your feet, but like, there's only so many times you can do that. Like, you can't, if you're at school or if you're at work or something and you're in the middle of talking to someone, you can't just stop and wash your hands. So, what I've learned to do is just grab a couple paper towels and kind of just like hold them or like kind of pat my hands with them and throw it away. And nobody seems to ever question it or anything like that. So, that's always what I do. And when I've had dates and stuff, it's been embarrassing before I got married because when I had dates before I got married, it was embarrassing because, of course, he wants to grab somebody's hand if they're sweating. And so I would just kind of have to make up a story like, "Hey, sorry, my hands are sweating because I'm nervous," or something like that. And or sometimes I would just come out and say it, "Hey, my hands are sweaty. I'm sorry." Um, they always do this, and I don't know why. It's embarrassing. And so that's what I've done my whole life when I've went on dates. I've had to like explain my sweaty hands, which is so embarrassing. When I'd be at work as a CNA, I washed my hands, and then if I put the glove in, my hand would just be dripping sweat by the time I got the glove off. And then, of course, I would wash my hands again. But it's something that was so annoying and has been so annoying to deal with my whole life, but I've dealt with it, and there's much more things that are worse. But I thought I'd bring it to you guys' attention in case you know somebody or if you are somebody who has a sweating problem. So for me, it's in my hands and my feet. Sorry, that was my son. For me, it's for my hands or my feet, but for other people, for all of you guys out there, it could be, under the breast or under your tummy if you have kind of a tummy, or your armpits, or even if you're a skinny person, you could just be sweating anywhere. It could be your face, anything. And if you look it up on the internet too, or Facebook even, or any other social medias, even here on YouTube, it'll show different people having hyperhidrosis and even their stories and stuff. So that's the story of mine. I just always thought it was my blood sugar issue, but um, I even if I ate something and got my blood sugar to where it should have been, I noticed that they would still be sweaty, and I never knew what it was. So um, I'm so glad my friend brought that to my attention. And now I just kind of wash my hands a little bit more, and I watch what I eat. And you know, if I ever had to hold somebody's hand for some reason, which I don't think I would need to hold anybody's hand, but I just tell them, hey, sorry, I have hyperhidrosis. Well, I guess I have had to hold hands with a couple ladies when they actually do my fingernails. So if I'm going to a nail salon, I have to do my kind of some explaining to them about my hands. So that's pretty embarrassing, but yeah, you just explain it. That's all you can do. And if somebody wants to judge you because of a health condition, I mean, it's not your problem, it's theirs. But so now you know what is going on with you, and maybe a doctor somewhere out there can find a treatment for you, because I've looked up online and everywhere, and there's seems to be no particular treatment. I've never really talked to my doctor about it, but that's because I have many health issues and it's been the last of my concern. But anyways, that nail salon thing I just brought up to you guys, I think I'm going to talk about a story that has to do with that tomorrow in tomorrow's video. So anyways, just wanted to share this with you guys, and let you know that you're not alone, and it's an awful condition to have, but there could be many more worse conditions. There could be many more worse things in life. So just keep your head up. And now you know what it is. You have an answer. And if you feel that this is what it is, you can talk to your doctor about it. So anyways, there you have it. I will be on with another life topic tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning in.